Summer is upon us. Do you want to stay cool and dry at night? Try bamboo sheets from CozyEarth.com. Not only do you get a good night's sleep and stay cool and dry, but also you get to save 21% off just by using our code at checkout. InfoGo. And they have a 100-night sleep trial, so it's a win-win. If you don't like them, send them back, but I promise you'll fall in love with them. And while you're over there, check out their socks. They have a whole line of apparel. And that's CozyEarth.com. Use our code InfoGo at checkout to save 21% off. Welcome to the podcast. I'm William.
And I'm Kat.
And that makes this a dash of info.
Little things you want to know.
And today we're going to be talking about Roman concrete. You know, it's just the most amazing stuff on planet Earth when it comes to concrete.
It still lasts better than most modern concrete today.
Yeah. So there's a reason why those buildings are still standing. It has no steel frame, no modern reinforcement, no digital design software behind it, but yet it survived wars, earthquakes, pollution, and nearly 2,000 years of time.
The Pantheon. Its massive concrete dome remains the largest unreinforced concrete dome ever built. And even today, modern engineers study it kind of with disbelief. Because here's the question. How did the Romans build something that lasts longer than most modern buildings we rely on today?
And even more unsettling, why are we still struggling to match it?
Hmm. When most people think of ancient Rome, they think of roads, aqueducts, gladiators, or emperors. But one of Rome's most powerful innovations wasn't a weapon or a political system, it was a material.
Roman concrete, also known as opus caecilium, and this was the backbone of their empire architecture. Bridges, harbors, temples, baths, aqueducts, all built with it. And many of these structures are still standing today, not restored, not rebuilt, still standing. So, what exactly made Roman concrete so different?
Well, at its core, Roman concrete was simple. It was made from lime, volcanic ash, water, and aggregate, which is chunks of stone, brick, or rubble. Unlike modern concrete, which is usually poured into precise molds and reinforced with steel, Roman concrete was often layered and packed into place. Think less liquid poured into form and more a thick structural paste assembled by hand. But the real secret wasn't just what they used, it was where they got it.
Yeah, nearby, near the near the Bay of Naples, the Romans had access to something extraordinary, volcanic ash, known as pozzolana. On its own, it looks like dust, but mixed with water and lime, something remarkable happens. A chemical reaction begins that transforms the mixture into a rock-like material capable of, well, hardening over time, even underwater. And this wasn't just strong concrete, it was concrete that could set in places, well, cement today struggles with, like harbors and seawalls. And that gave Rome something powerful, control over water itself. Okay, this stuff sets underwater.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
that's
don't
awesome.
that's mind-boggling for anybody because today they remove the water, put a pipe down, pour the concrete in it, let it set, and then remove the pipe.
Right.
Just say it.
hmm Now, here's what happens inside Roman concrete at a microscopic level. When lime and volcanic ash mix with water, they undergo a reaction called pozzolanic reaction. In simple terms, silica in the ash reacts with calcium from the lime. Water acts as the catalyst, and a binding material forms called calcium silicate hydrate. This is what gives concrete its strength. But Roman concrete had something modern mixes often lack: impurities and variation. And surprisingly, that imperfection may have been part of its advantage. You okay?
Yeah. And just to let everyone know, it's just my allergies. That's why I'm sounding like this. So sorry.
You're fine.
So, one of the most fascinating discoveries in modern research is that Roman concrete may not just be durable, it may be self healing. In some cases, when cracks form and water enters them, a new chemical process begins. The calcium compounds dissolve and react with the carbon dioxide, forming calcium carbonate. That material slowly fills the cracks. In effect, the structure repairs itself over time, not instantly, not perfectly, but enough to extend its lifespan by, well, centuries. And in coastal environments, this becomes even more interesting. And I'll say before we get into, you know, the ocean and
Mhm.
construction partners, let's take a small break.
Same.
All right, I'm gonna go grab some actual water and honey, maybe.
Okay.
All right, we'll be right back.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
I came across Big Fork Brands recently, and it's become one of those finds you actually want to tell people about, and you don't find that often. Okay. They're doing bacon sausage, plus these really solid pork jerky snacks and Chicago style sauces. Basically, upgrade anything you throw them on burgers, hot dogs, fries, throw it on there. It works.
But I bet it's packed full of junk.
Actually, it's made with clean ingredients and real care. That's small batch with no shortcuts, and people are obsessed with the flavor. You can go over to bigforkbrands.com, use our code INFOGO at checkout, and get 20% off anything on the site.
You can find the link and our code in the show notes.
Now that we're back, the most modern concrete struggles with seawater. Saltwater erodes steel reinforcements and weakens structures over time, but Roman marine concrete seems to behave differently. When exposed to seawater, minerals like tobermite and phillipsite can form inside the material. Instead of breaking it down, these crystals can actually fill gaps and strengthen the structure. So instead of degrading, parts of Roman harbor concrete became stronger with time in the ocean. That alone challenges how we think about building materials today.
But Roman concrete wasn't just chemistry, it was a strategy. Because Romans didn't always aim for perfect, uniform structures, they aimed for endurance. They combined concrete with stone facings, brick supports, decorative plaster, and marble finishes. This meant the core structure did the heavy lifting while the surface delivered beauty and political messaging. So, the Pantheon is a perfect example of this approach. It isn't just a dome, it's a layered system of materials, each serving a purpose. And crucially, they also manipulated weight, using lighter material higher up in the structure to reduce stress. This was engineering guided by intuition, experience, and trial, not equations.
Modern concrete is different in almost every way. Today, we prioritize speed of construction, high initial strength, standardized mixtures, steel reinforcement, and for good reason, it allows us to build massive infrastructure quickly. But it comes with a trade off. Steel can rust. Uniform mixes can develop hidden weaknesses, and many modern structures are designed for decades, not millennia. Roman concrete, on the other hand, often gains strength over time, especially in certain environments. It doesn't rely on steel, it doesn't need perfection, it relies on chemistry that continues long after construction ends. So the real contrast is this: modern concrete is engineered for efficiency, Roman concrete was engineered for permanence.
We're still learning. For centuries, Roman concrete was thought to be a lost technology, but now scientists are studying it closely, not to copy it exactly, but to understand why it works so well. Some modern experimental concretes are already incorporating volcanic ash substitutes, seawater resistant mixes, self healing chemical additives. So, in a way, we're not reinventing Roman concrete. We're rediscovering it through modern science, breaking it back down.
Right. Roman concrete is more than just an ancient building material. It's a reminder that innovation doesn't always mean complexity. Sometimes it means observation. Sometimes it means working with natural chemistry instead of forcing it. And sometimes it means building something not for the next project, but for the next 1,000 years. Because while the Roman Empire fell long ago, its concrete didn't. And maybe the real question isn't how they built it, it's this: what did they understand about permanence that we've forgotten?
Yeah, this stuff is amazing. Look at what's still standing today, the Colosseum. It's in pieces, but look at what all it's withstood to be there.
Right. And I haven't been there to see it in person myself, but I hear it's pretty big.
Yeah, I would really one day love to go to Rome and see that.
Same.
Maybe
One
become a
day.
gladiator. I don't know.
One day. We need, oh, what is it, around the world in 80 days?
Yeah, we can take some of those drinking monkeys from St. Kitts. I hear they're a blast.
Right? If you would like this podcast, tell a friend and help get the word out.
If you would like to support the show, you can do so at Patreon or take advantage of some of our sponsors. Either way it goes, you'll find all of those links in the show notes.
And as always, William and I want to thank you for listening.
Whether you've been with us from day one or just tuned in, thank you.
Join the Facebook group at Info on the Go
Over there, you can get to know us.
or ask us a question.
But whatever you do, make sure you hit that follow button wherever you're listening to this podcast.
Send us some fan mail using the link in the show notes or leave a review.
Leaving that review really does help others find us. And if you would like, you can email Kat or myself directly at
Info on the Go podcast at gmail.com.
We'd love to hear from you. And you can find all of that in the show notes. Till next time.
Stay curious.
Every morning starts with a choice. Don't settle for just coffee. Rise up with strong coffee. Meet the world's strongest cup of joe. Strong isn't just a drink, it's a movement. And strong stands for striving to reach our natural greatness.
Born from one simple need: to be better. They rebuilt coffee from the ground up, infusing organic coffee with collagen, protein, nootropics, and functional ingredients that fuel your body and sharpen your mind. There's no crash, no compromises, just clean energy, focus, and flavor that fires you up.
Whether you're chasing kids, chasing goals, or chasing greatness, don't just wake up, rise up. Strong coffee, the world's strongest cup of joe, for a world ready to be better.
Use code INFOGO at checkout to save 15%.